This video is for providers to show you how to set up your classes on the Learning English website. So you come to the home page of the site, and then you need to go in the top right hand corner to the tab that says Providers Area, and to log in you will need your email and the password that you've been given. So put those details in and then click the login button, and that will take you to the dashboard. And when you get to the dashboard, you can see that there are 5 different windows here, and I'm going to talk to you about 4 of them. The menu down the side is the same thing as the boxes here, it's just a different layout. So first of all, you can add or review your provider details. So add your logo. You can just click choose file and you can upload that from your computer. Put in your provider name and your website address if you've got one, and then a little description of you as a provider. Put in your contact details at this point here, so your name, contact phone number and an email address. And then importantly, just choose the region that you're where you are a provider. If it's more than one, then that's fine, but just you just click on the plus sign and that will add you. If you click the wrong one or click it 3 times like I've just done, just click the crosses and it will remove them. If you are for any accreditations, you can add that there, and then just make sure you click the submit or update button at the bottom if you've made any changes. Then you can go back to the dashboard and add your location. Even if you are adding information about online courses, you still need to have a location added to your details. So I'm just going to show you the locations that we've got here. So if you've got multiple locations, they'll appear in a list. This provider just has one location listed, but you can edit it here. So it's very self-explanatory. A title, name for the location. I usually put something like Bluebell ESOL at Reginald Centre, or whatever your provision is. And then just this location status. If for any reason you're not using a location, you can disable it there, but usually it would be active. And then disabled access. You don't need to add contact details again. This is only if you want somebody to, if there's a specific person at that location that you want people to contact. And then please do add a photograph of your location, preferably of the entrance to the building, because that will help people to recognise when they're in the right place. And then if you've got any other bits and pieces you want to add, there's an opportunity there. And then again, click the submit update button. And then it's time for you to add your class information. So if we go back to the dashboard, and you can add your classes. I think you find that it's all very intuitive how to add information. But just to show you, all the different classes you've added are listed. So if you go into edit class details, the course title, course status. Now this location, this is really important. You need to, if you've only got one location, then it will be shown there. But if you offer classes in different locations, you need to make sure here that you choose the right one. Give an overview of the course, any eligibility information you might have. It might be women only, it might be free for refugees and asylum seekers. Whatever it is, put that information in there. Again, you only need to add new contact details if they are different for this specific class. If it's an online course, you can click yes here, and then you can put the link to the online course there. And then course availability. When you're adding a new class, you might not do anything here. But when your class is full, you can actually add a class full label on that on your class. And then if you do choose class full, then you might want to add a waiting list form, so you can do that there. But when you're adding a new class, you probably don't want to do anything there. Put in the dates that the course is running from and to, and if it's free or if there's any cost, the duration of the course. If you have specific enrolment, then put the dates in here, otherwise just click on going, and then you can click the days and times for when the class is happening. And then again, if you've got any specifics about the course, so if it's a beginner's class, any different things that are relevant for that class, click those. Childcare, is the childcare provision, and if not, are children allowed in the class? If the answers to both of those are no, then that's fine. Course accreditations, any categories for your course, so click all of these that are relevant, and this will help people to find you when they do a Google search. Any additional notes, and then submit and update at the end. And then you need to do that for each of the classes that you're running. And then if we go back to the dashboard, the other box that is a new addition to the website is the wider learning opportunities. So if you're doing anything at your centre that is not English, so maybe an IT class, a sewing class, a gardening group, you can add your wider learning opportunities here, and they will appear on a different part of the site. The way that you do that is exactly the same as adding the class information. So you can see all of the different things there. If it's a one-off date, then you can put it in here. Otherwise, you can just add the information as we did before for all of those things, and then click Submit Update at the end. Once you have added your information, there will be a delay for it appearing on the site. Just changes to provider details, changes to locations have to be approved. Courses and classes will just appear straight away. So that's how you add provider details, class locations, and course class information.